95%. According to MIT, that is the failure rate of enterprise AI projects, 95%. But in 2024, American corporations spent $40 billion on this technology, and they fired 55,000 workers to pay for it. They aren't firing you because the AI works. They're firing you because they need you to believe it works. Welcome to the reality check. If you listen to the press releases, we are in the middle of a glorious industrial revolution. Efficiency is up, costs are down, the algorithms are writing the code, handling the customers, and predicting the future. The International Monetary Fund calls it a tsunami hitting the labor market. And they're right about the damage. Since ChatGPT launched, 500,000 tech workers have lost their jobs. Amazon cut 15,000, Salesforce cut 4,000. The narrative is clean. We are replacing expensive humans with efficient AI. It's the story Wall Street wants to hear. It's the story that bumps the stock price. But there is a massive, uncomfortable hole in that story. Let's look at the receipts. MIT just released their State of AI in Business 2025 report. This isn't a blog post. This is the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. They found that nearly 80% of generative AI initiatives stall at the prototype stage. They never even make it to the real world. Of the ones that do launch, only 4% are seeing meaningful results. 95% of these projects fail to deliver a measurable financial return within 6 months. Let that sink in. If a car manufacturer told you 95% of their cars wouldn't start, their stock would go to zero. But in big tech, that failure rate is being subsidized by your paycheck. They spent $40 billion last year. For what? A chatbot that hallucinates legal precedents? A code assistant that introduces security vulnerabilities? So, if the tech doesn't work, why are the layoffs real? This is the part that should make you angry. Deutsche Bank coined a term for this: AI redundancy washing. Here's how it works. A company wants to cut costs. Maybe they overhired during the pandemic. Maybe their quarterly numbers look trash. They want to fire 5,000 people. If they just say, "We made bad decisions and need to fire you," the stock drops. It looks like weakness. But if they say, "We are restructuring to leverage our AI capabilities," the stock goes up. It looks like innovation. They are blaming the robot for firing the human. Yale's Budget Lab looked into this. They found that AI's actual impact on employment is currently limited. The technology isn't capable enough to replace 55,000 people yet. The executives are lying. They're using the AI revolution as a smokescreen to gut their workforce and juice their margins. And who benefits from this charade? Follow the money. Jeremy Grantham is a legendary investor. He manages $120 billion. He called the dot-com crash. He called the 2008 housing crisis. On January 20th, he explicitly labeled AI an obvious bubble. He pointed out the institutional herd behavior. He said, "As long as the music's playing, they're going to be dancing, even when they know the music is about to stop." Michael Burry, the guy from The Big Short, is currently betting against Nvidia and Palantir. The smart money knows this isn't sustainable. 61% of business leaders say they feel more pressure to prove ROI than they did a year ago. They are panicking. They spent the budget. They fired the staff. And the magic software is still just a prototype that can't do the job. You'd think, with a 95% failure rate, they'd slow down, pause, reassess. Wrong. The average company plans to spend $124 million on AI initiatives next year. 53% of investors expect a positive return in 6 months or less. This is delusion. This is gambling with company funds. But it's not their livelihood on the line. It's yours. Worker anxiety has spiked from 28% to 40% in just 2 years. You are stressed, looking over your shoulder, wondering if an algorithm is going to take your seat. Here is the cold truth. The algorithm isn't coming for your seat. The CFO is. And he's using the algorithm as his excuse. We are watching a massive transfer of wealth. justified by a technology that, statistically speaking, does not work 95% of the time. They broke the social contract for a lottery ticket that didn't pay out. Don't let them gaslight you into thinking this is progress. Progress works. Progress delivers value. This is just a hustle, and you're the one paying for it.